Hello, YouTube. How you doing? This is Keith, Kevin, Ken. Hope you're doing well. Oh, what you see on my desk, at least partially, I'm going to do some real bad camera moves like that to show you all the other knives that are on my desk. I'll even pick it up and show you. Yeah, show you some of those. Some of the OTFs I have, some of the automatics that I have, some very classic automatics. So let me tell you why I have a desk full of knives. This Saturday, October 22nd, 2022, at noon, I'm selling or trimming my knife collection again. And what'll happen, that's Saturday, October 22nd, there will be 3 sales. At noon, we'll sell a whole bunch of Spyderco classics that you see up here at the top. A lot of classics, but one of the things I really want you to focus on is, for the first time, I can't even believe it. That's why it takes me a day to pick the knives, because I keep going back and forth going, no, crying, yada, yada. Not really crying, but deep inside, especially some of the things you'll see on this desk, what really gets me is thinking about how long or what I did to get the knife in the collection. Anyway, that's the Sage collection from Spyderco. And then one of the collections that I have always loved, and I think it goes hand to hand with the Sage series, and that's the Chaparrals. Smaller, again, just like the Sage series. Just like the Sage series. It has that Spyderco leaf blade. All of them have CTS XHP steel. So it's like the same steel, same format, but you'll see a lot of titanium. By the way, I'll give you an overview of what we'll be selling at noon on October 22nd. That's another video. So you can expect a whole bunch of videos this week as we get closer to the sale. This is the hardest to find from the Chaparral. Titanium. You see the blue accents. Knife super hard to find. And then, of course, the Sage 4 is impossible to find. Super expensive when you do find it. Mine will not be super expensive. It'll be the most expensive Sage. I have not done prices yet for the Saturday sale. I have not sat down and done prices yet. But this sale, remember, I'm trimming my collection down to, fit into a suitcase at the end. And so a lot of these I haven't put up for sale. The great thing about you guys watching on the Keith, Kevin, Ken channel, this channel, is you can go back and see videos of each of these knives. Do some of that, okay? Because you want to be prepared so that you snatch some things that other people aren't aware of, because they usually go for the flashy things. A lot of my sales, the first thing to go are the easy things that they see on Instagram. But this sale, there are going to be so many real classics, super classics, that you will not find again. So, take a look at some of those videos. And by the way, definitely make sure you look at the sale videos. Look at the sale videos so you see how they work. Check out the information on the video. Okay, the description on the video. It'll be long, but it'll tell you exactly how the sales work. You'll see some of the past knives that sold. You'll see how they're listed so that you're prepared. This is first come, first serve, and that sucker moves quickly. So, again, at noon, we're going to start with a bunch of Spydercos. There's a lot of Spydercos on the desk, because you guys know that's a lot of what I do in my collection. But these are classics, as I pointed out. So, the Chaparrals and Sage series, that 4 is something else. But all of them are great. You can't just go and pick all of them up like you used to. All right? At 3 o'clock, we're going to continue with some Spydercos. I have never offered these. These are these wonderful aluminum. These are the Trout Spyderco Natives. Trout Spyderco Natives. They sold for $500 because they were so limited. Obviously, I'll talk more about them when I preview for the 3 p.m. sale later on. But we have all 3 of them. It won't be for $500, but I want you to know just how special those are. And then, see, I told you I'm talking about special, right? Yeah, this is a Yojimbo. You know, usually you hear Yojimbo 2, Yojimbo 2. Well, at 3 p.m. this Saturday, this is a Yojimbo 1. Call it the Nerf because of the blue. Compression lock. And I have not sold any of my fixed blade knives, but not only a hard to find, especially in the condition that you'll get them from me, Yojimbo 1, but the Ronin started it all. Again, it has a sheath. I just don't have it here. It originally came out like a neck knife, but this was where it all started. Yojimbo. Oh, you guys know. I just did a video on it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's the last video that I posted. Super special knives that I'll talk to you about. And you can't see it. So I'm going to... all my production is shoddy anyway, right? The late Bob Lum. The great late Bob Lum did a number of Spyderco knives. And this is the Bob Lum Tanto. Again, it was a sprint run. But they also did sprint runs. Great leather sheaths on these too, with micarta handles. Fixed blades. So, again, I haven't sold any fixed blades on these sales, but I figured we're going to open it up. We're going to make this sale something special. Now that's 3 o'clock. Here's the other kicker from 3 o'clock sale. Remember I said I'm going to do something special? Well, these are called Spyderco Kopas. Over I think 2 or 3 years, Spyderco would release 2 of them, 3 of them. I think once they even did 4 of them as a collection piece. Each of these knives, only 600 made of each of them. There are certificates in the box, okay? Each of these. There are 17 of them. It took me so long to get this. I did a long video on these. So long to complete the series. This is the complete series, folks. All 17 knives. So those will be for sale for the very first time. I have 5 Benchmades left over from that big sale. And I'll tell you why. They actually sold. But a lot of people screwed up in that big sale. You know, you can buy more than one knife. And unfortunately, people bought more than one knife. And then when I came to collect, they said, no, I only want 3 of them. I just took back all their knives, believe it or not. There are 6 people. You may be one of them that are very upset at me. But it was just so bad Because once you say you're committed to them, now I've said no to a bunch of other people who are very excited about them. So I am bringing those back, some small and some large. And then, I know the camera work sucks, but we're talking about a once in a lifetime sale that literally has me wondering why I'm doing it. I am a big Browse Blades fan. I did these videos before. Browse Blades really became famous with the Silent Soldier, the fixed blade neck knives. And then he turned them into folders, flippers. And here's the carbon fiber version. And the thing about them is they have a hole in the blade, right? A number of other people like Perrin and other people have done this. But it's just so nice. Hard to take it away from you. Enough blade to do work if you need to work or be kind of tactical. That is a liner lock. Then they did frame lock with carbon fiber. And then they're all numbered, by the way. Browse Blades. Now, if you're only familiar with Browse Blades on his recent Japanese stuff, these are mid-techs. This isn't recent Japanese, okay? These are mid-tech knives. He did this knife. So those are with the whole Silent Soldiers. But he only made 100. Now, I have 3 of the 100 of these knives without the hole. Is that wonderful? I love that you're known for something, you love it, and then you go, I'm going to make a small mid-tech batch of 100 of these. I searched to try to get 3 versions of them, and I did, and those will be on sale. Now we're talking, by the way, when I start talking about Benchmades and these are the 7 p.m. No, they're not. Yes, these are the 7 p.m. knives. Again, I'll do a more coherent, I hope, version of that. We have a lot of Microtechs that'll be at 7 p.m. We also have some custom knives that'll be at 7 p.m. that I really... why don't we just talk about them? What the heck? Well, we'll talk about them later. But they're going to be some very special... Here's 2 of them, Bodegas. These I got straight from the studio. He made them for me a couple of years ago. This is the Bodega 2s. And they cost me $2,200. Never been used. Perfect condition. But what I'm going to do at 7 o'clock, and it's still expensive, I know. But if you know a bodega, the big bodegas, the customs, not the custom, but you know, these customs, they are $2,200. I haven't done prices yet, but I'm going to offer them for $1,900 a piece. Maybe even lower, maybe $1,800 to $1,700. And the reason is, I've decided, I'm 63. So, most of my knife collection has not been custom knives. But I do have several of them, and I'll be offering up 5 of them this Saturday at 7. But those, if I can't sell them here, then I'm going to go with someone who sells knives in between, like Arizona Custom Knives. And what they'll do is they'll market it, sell it, it'll get sold, but of course they take a lot of the hit because they're marketing and stuff, so I have to pay them to do that. So in this case, and they'll put it at the right price. It'll be at $22 because these are great knives. So it'll give you a chance to buy these if you can. I know it's tough, and I know a lot of people don't spend that much on knives, but I'll get more, and you'll get more value. So right now I'm saying 19. It may even go down to 1700. I don't know yet, but it's a good value. And that's it. It's an overview. I took 15 minutes to give you an overview. It's a USA only sale. Check out the sale videos. Get familiar with it. I'm at least giving you an overview of the knives so you can take a look at those knives. I'm working on the pricing. And so, when that happens, I'll come back to you and I'll go, here's a video of the knives that we are selling Saturday, October 22nd at noon. Here are the knives we're selling starting at 3 p.m. Here are the knives we're selling starting at 7 p.m. Okay? And always remember, we do this PayPal only. Have to have a PayPal account. We don't do the friend stuff. We do straight up PayPal. I pay for whatever they take out. And you don't pay for shipping either. I had someone complain about the price, and I said, oh, okay. How about Blade HQ? They said, yeah, well, you're only $10 less than Blade HQ. I go, oh, yeah? How is it going to get to you? So anyway, my idea of trimming my collection is to do it to the people who are on my Instagram, who follow me, who are on YouTube, who follow me, and who love knives. And I try as much as possible not to give you the third person rate or anything. I'm trying to give you a good rate. So there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications. You want to get all the updates leading up to the big sale Saturday the 22nd starting at noon. I hope you're well. Man, I hope you get some of these classics. And I hope you take good care of yourself. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.